Hello, good afternoon, guys. Today we are going to discuss a local business marketing strategy. It's called Google My Business. It's a very popular tool, which in fact everybody can use, whether it be entrepreneurs, small businesses, to help them in their business. I know many of the people who have joined this webinar today are young individuals and some entrepreneurs. So this is going to be a very exciting session. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me at the end of the session, which will take around just about 15 minutes of your time. So we are going to start right now. Are you all guys all excited about this webinar? Just give me a thumbs up if you are. Okay. Okay. So I've made a PowerPoint presentation, which will be easier for in case, I miss some points, or in case you guys want to just read through, it will just help everybody. So to start, this is a presentation which is going to basically enlighten you all about Google My Business and local search marketing. So why do we need this? We basically need this to attract more customers and clients, because the search engine, the Google, is such a marvelous thing. It gives you free traffic, but how do you have a presence in the local market? How do you exceed and excel in the local market? That comes with more leads and more paying customers. So Google My Business is the free tool. If this is properly done, this will help you a lot in going ahead and expanding your business. So the main thing is, first of all, you have to sign up and set up a Google My Business listing. This For this, you can just go to the net and type in like google.com/business, as you see on the PowerPoint, and just sign up with your Gmail address. So you have to create a Gmail account and just sign up with that. Now, one has to set up the business profile by putting in the business name and category. So whatever business you are in, let's say if it's arts, or psychology, whatever you're doing, or maybe you are a small business owner, so just properly put the business name and the category. If it's business, or if you are providing some sort of service, so put all that. And then after that, you can put on the other details, like your office hours, your shop timings, like if it's 9 to 6, or for example if it's 7 to 9 in the night, whatever it might be. So just go ahead and put that. And after that, once you put everything, Google will basically say that it needs to validate everything, and it takes a normal procedures around 12 days. So it sends you a postcard, and then you have a code which you have to enter in the listing. So why, and still in the age of marketing, when everything can be done via email or SMS, it still wants to authenticate your address. So that is the whole idea, that you can eliminate any frauds. It still wants to send you a postcard. So that is one thing which we'll have to still put up with. So 12 days is a typical, 12 to 14 days is a typical waiting time for that. Now, so once you have put all that, also you can go ahead and put the name, address, like you see, optimize in fact your listing very properly, so that there is in fact 7 to 8 listings which can come, but the people or the businesses which succeed are if you are in the top 3. So it's like we call the top 3, it's like a ab or a tab, whatever you might say. You have to come and try and succeed and come in the top 3. So once you're on the business listing page, you have to press the info tab. Next time when we go ahead with this webinar, after this, I will show you exactly how is it done on my screen. But for this particular webinar, we're just going to go through so you can understand the basics of what a Google My Business listing is all about. So today we are just going to discuss mainly theory, but the next time I'm going to share my screen and you'll be able to have a better look at it. So once you press the info tab on the Google My Business page or the listing, you have to add, your telephone number, website, any special characters. Now, the thing is, if in case you are putting your business name, then don't put everything in case it's a regular business, because the chances of it, in case you have a shop and customers come to you, and if you put all the other things, then chances are your listing could get suspended. So you have to be very carefully what exactly and how you're putting up. These are certain specific things which one have to be careful about. But main thing is that you have to do things very cautiously, because Google crawlers can come later on and see that if you are trying to basically hack the system, then chances are your listing could get suspended. So you have to take very special care on how you're doing things. So choose proper attributes. In case it's a women-led business, put that. That will give you a special prominence that, okay, a woman is leading the business. Now, optimization, as I said, is very important. So for that, there are certain categories. Like the first category is primary, and the second category, third category. So choose 2 categories only out of the 9 allowed. So if you choose more than 2, then you'll be spread out and you won't rank higher in your listing. So verify after, as I just told you, once you get the code, put that in, and it'll be great to get it validated so that your listing will be appearing on the net and everybody can see you. Now there's 2 sections in the Google My Business listing. One is called the profile and the other one is reviews. So for the profile, it is very vital to create a short profile name. For example, if I say Art Studio by Sapna, so in this case, you'll have a small URL which Google My Business listing provides, and that you can, give it to your customers or, what might you, so that they will just remember the business name easily and they can search for you on the net. So profile name is very important, how you set it up. And the good thing is you can share it with your customers. The other important aspect in the Google My Business listing is the reviews. Now, reviews do help you in getting more business. People see, okay, you're doing a good job out there, and everything is nice and dandy. So once, typically we have seen in this day and age, people like to read reviews. So if you have good reviews, you have built upon it, you have given excellent service, do try to share that link with your customers. They can, with at the convenience of their home, they can just go type that in, open up the review page and just give you a, positive 5-star review. And that helps if, you're just trying to, have some social proof out there. Now, the other most important thing is claiming ownership and transfer. So in case at times what happens is, if you have outsourced the job and you don't remember the email, or you don't remember the email address, I would say, through which you had, opened your Google My Business listing, then you can still do it. Google still gives you a second chance as to how to go about it. So once you type in google.com business and then sign with the email, you want to go ahead and claim that listing. Let's say, you have forgotten all about it, and suddenly one fine day you said, you want to work on a search marketing, and you are not getting customers and you want to get basically free customers, then this is a good tool to go ahead and claim ownership or transfer it, let's say, from a marketing personnel to yourself, or send it, if you want to assign your marketing stuff to a competent agency which can help you, get good results. Now, we do help small business owners, exceed. As for Google My Business and local search marketing, we've got thousands of case studies we have done in the past, and we can, discuss all that later. But we just have an option in case you guys don't feel very comfy or comfortable in managing this. We can still help, how you can go ahead and, work on this aspect. Now, also you can add a manager or an employee. I just went over this with you. So there are many cool aspects of Google My Business. The main thing is that once you set up the listing properly and you are doing a good job as for managing new content, new posts all the time, you'll be pleasantly surprised with the results. Like, let me go back to this, in fact, listing. You will see here when I talked about the reviews plays a very major important part in you getting being recognized in the society as a good provider, providing good customer service. So in case you have a business or you yourself are an entrepreneur, I would say go ahead and use this particular aspect in an accelerated way, because once you have good reviews building up, automatically Google's algorithm will be pushing you up the ladder. And which, as I said, there's no shortcut to it. It takes a little bit of time, and you want to use good SEO techniques in order to go ahead and build your listing. Now you can put pictures, photographs, all that, whatever you do. In fact, I have seen these days, some of the businesses, local businesses, they also like to put what's happening behind the scenes kind of thing. It's just not when you're with your customers or things, but how you're treating your employees, what sort of work culture you have. All that plays a very important part, for these days, for the business, to be appreciated or recognized as for the community is concerned. Now, these are some of the things as for Google My Business is concerned. Videos, again, are very important in case you have an art store or you have some other business. I will encourage, go ahead and take, short videos, like, maybe 15 minutes video, those are long enough. They'll be very detailed, but, short snippets. In fact, YouTube, which is a part of Google, has these days come up with something called Shorts. So there, it's like an introductory thing, but it's a very good lead generation source where people, just have a look at it, and then from there they can come on the website, or you can bring them back to your particular page, and then through that, they have a chance to explore further in the business and, understand it much better. Now, the only, caveat in this whole thing is, you have to definitely make every opportunity to do your things properly. If you are not knowledgeable, and in case you do things, taking a shortcut, that time the only problem is that Google can come very harsh. It can suspend your listing, or, it can ask you for further clarification. And I have seen customers having a very hard time once they're suspended as to how to activate that listing. And we are specialists in that particular zone, that we help our customers, completely setting up this listing and optimizing. uh, and we always recommend, in case you're not sure about a particular thing, don't go ahead and, try to take shortcuts. Like, for example, in case, you're putting up your address, and also you're putting a lot of locations just to puff up the keywords, that can have a very negative impact as far your business profiling is concerned. Like, algorithms keep changing all the time. In fact, these days, what we have heard recently, by I think next month of 2022, Google business search is going to be shut down on this profile listing, and everything is going to be just, transferred to Google Maps. So that is one thing which one needs to know about, so that you're not surprised. Now you'll be able to go directly to Google Maps and work your Google My Business listing from there, as for updating content, posting. And that also, maintenance is very important. It's not like you made your listing and everything is nice and dandy after that. You have to make, as per, part of your marketing business campaign, go ahead and keep posting new content. People want to see, what next are you doing, what is the next thing you're coming up with. In case you're not doing that, even Google, you will see your particular listing sliding down the scale. And in order to be at the top one or two out of the three packs, which is very important, as I just said, it's very important that you do things in a disciplined manner. It's not just one fine day, you come ahead and just do the listing and you said, I'm done with this. No, it takes a continuous effort. So you need a particular, let's say 15 minutes in a week is perfectly okay, but 15 minutes, put some quality content in there. So as I said, it's a very good tool, but you should know how to handle it properly. If not done properly, let's say if you're having negative reviews, or in case, you're not able to manage things properly, that can have a very bad impact. And not only does it affect your ranking as far as business is concerned, but also it can have a major impact on the reputation. So anyhow, I've tried to give you a general brief about how the Google My Business listing work. My name here, I've already mentioned, we help local businesses, small business people, entrepreneurs, professionals, service people, how to help them generate free leads practically through this. So if that sounds exciting to you guys, let me know how we can help you. And I've also shared some particular businesses. I've tried to hide some names because of privacy reasons, but how we have helped them in generating around 50 to 60 leads consistently, month after month. And they're not like small pieces, but they are pretty much high ticket brand items. So in case you're interested, feel free to give me a call, and my WhatsApp number is down below. So saying that, I will just end up the session right now. In case you guys have any question, please feel free to let me know. Sapna, I feel you have a question. Please go ahead.
Yes, I do. As a beginner in art business,
Yeah.
I'd like to know what is the best strategy for me to start Google listing.
Well, I would say first thing is your business is more on the creative front. So you will need a lot of photos. I would say whatever you're doing, try to have more videos, short snippets, videos. Like, as I said, people's retention, these days concentration is very few. And the good thing is, since you are in a art and, a business which is a lot with colors, go ahead and start making a lot of videos with that. We can help you as for what sort of videos you need to do. Like there is a specific target. Like, let's say if you are into portraits, what you should be targeting, or if you're into geo, so there where we come in, and I can give you a free demonstration, basically how to go about it. Okay, guys, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you soon. Thank you.